So to start, just find a comfortable seated position with your spine straight. And on your inhale, just bring your shoulders up to your ears. And exhale, bring them down and back, bringing your shoulder blades together. I'm going to stay here just for a few minutes whilst we focus on some breathing to bring ourselves into the practice. To start with, I just want you to bring your attention to your breath. Not forcing anything, just noticing the rhythm of your breath as it is right now. And slowly, just start to deepen your breath. And we'll do this now together. So inhaling for 4, 3, 2, 1, and we'll hold at the top. 4, 3, 2, 1, and exhale out. 4, 3, 2, 1, and hold it out. 4, 3, 2, 1. And now, just for another couple of minutes, I want you to do this at your own pace. If the cycle of 4 is too long, feel free to shorten it or extend it if you want, up to you. And we'll come back together in a minute or so. And slowly just come back to your normal breath. And bring your palms together, rubbing your hands together, building a little bit of warmth. And then placing your palms over your eyes and just opening your eyes into that space and taking 5 circles with your eyes in one direction. And then 5 the other way. And then just lightly rubbing your face around your temples, your cheekbones, your jaw, front of your ears, and behind your ears. And then just lightly on your neck, the back of the neck, and the front. And then we're going to come into our tabletop. So with your knees directly beneath your hips and your arms directly beneath your shoulders and your hands spread out wide. And we're just going to take some circles coming over the wrists and back down, bringing your bum to your heels. And we'll just do this really slowly. And then we're going to take it the other way. And then just to warm up the wrists, we're going to bring our fingers to point to the outer edge of the mat. And just slowly rocking side to side. And then bringing your hands round so your fingers are pointing towards you. And if this is quite a lot, just stay here. Otherwise, you can slowly start bringing your weight back, stretching the front of the wrist. And then we're going to come back into our child's pose, bringing our hands up towards the top of the mat, pushing away through the shoulders, and just resting your forehead on the mat. And here you really want to feel your breath filling up the back of your ribs. And then just walking your hands over to the left. I'm going to come back down into that child's pose, so really pushing your right bum cheek onto your right ankle, feeling the stretch in your side body. And then coming up into our thread the needle, we're going to bring our left arm up into the middle of the mat. And with our right arm, we're going to thread it underneath, coming onto the back of the shoulder and just twisting your chest up towards the ceiling. And if it feels right for you today, you can bring that left arm and wrap it around your lower back, opening up the left shoulder. And then coming back into the child's pose, I'm going to walk our hands over to the right, doing the same on this side. And then up into your thread the needle. So right hand comes into the middle of the mat, left arm comes under onto the back of the shoulder. And again, if that feels right for you, bringing the right arm, wrapping it around the lower back. And then slowly coming out back into your tabletop. And from here, we're going to do just like the circles we did before, but this time we're going to, as we come forward, we're going to inhale and arch our back. And then as you come back, exhale and round your back down onto your ankles. And just repeat this. And then going the other way. Then we'll come back, meeting in our tabletop. And this time we're going to come into our puppy pose. So bringing your hands right to the top of the mat. And you're going to bring your chest down, arching your back. And maybe coming onto your chin, gazing forward. Or you can just put resting your forehead on the mat. And inhale, coming up through your tabletop and straight back into your child's pose, but this time bringing your hands behind you, maybe hugging your feet, hugging your body all in together. And now we're going to come up into our first downward dog. So with your hands at the top of the mat, fingers facing towards the top, palms wide. And we're going to push up, pushing away with the hands, up with the hips. And then just one by one, bringing each heel down, just in a pedaling motion, stretching out the back of the legs. And then just for a couple of breaths, just pushing down through your ankles. It doesn't matter if your heels reach the floor. And we're going to inhale, coming onto our toes. And exhale, bending to the right, coming onto the inner edge of the left foot and the outer edge of the right foot. Still pushing away with the hands. And then inhale, coming back through, up onto the toes. And exhale, down to the left. And then coming back through center. I'm going to inhale our right leg up and back into our three-legged dog. And exhale, bringing it through. Inhale, coming up into our lunge. And from here, we're just going to do 10 small pulses, warming up the hip flexor. And then bringing the left knee down. And just staying for a couple of breaths here in our low lunge. Making sure you're not pushing too much into the left hip, but also pushing forward with the right hip, keeping the hips squared. And bringing your hands down. We're going to inhale as we push our chest forward. Exhale, coming over the ankle into your half split. Pulling up through the knee, stretching the back of that hamstring. And then we're going to go between the two 4 more times. Inhale, forward into the low lunge. Exhale, back into your half split. Inhale, forward. Exhale, back. Inhale, forward. Exhale, back. Inhale, forward. Exhale, back. And then coming forward, I'm going to come back into our downward dog. And from here, we're going to lift our right knee up, bent in at the knee. And we're going to take 5 circles one way with our hip. And then when you've done 5, coming the other way. And then inhale, bringing that right leg straight back behind you. And exhale, crunching it in, bringing your knee to your nose. And repeat this 4 more times. Inhale back, exhale in. 3, 2, 1. And then bringing the right foot down, coming back into your low lunge. Inhale, bringing your arms up. And on your next exhale, bringing your right fingers towards the mat. Doesn't matter if they don't touch. And then with your left arm bending over into your side bend. Inhale back through center. Exhale, left hand comes down and side bend. Inhale back through center. And we're going to tuck our left toes under, coming into our high lunge. Going to open up briefly into a star. And then come down into our warrior 2. Front foot out 90 degrees with the knee. With your hips, you want to be pushing towards the long edge of your mat. Shoulders out in a T and gazing over your right fingertip. And on your next inhale, left arm comes onto the left thigh, right arm comes up and back, either gazing up at the ceiling or just gazing forward, which is a bit easier on the neck. And on your next inhale, we're going to come into our extended side angle. So either bringing your elbow onto your knee, left arm coming up, or if you want a bit of a deeper stretch, bringing the right hand down on the inside of the right foot, and your left arm comes up straight. And if that's enough for you and you're feeling a bit of a burn in this right leg, you can come straight into your forward fold. Otherwise, you can join me and come into your pyramid. So shortening your stance, bringing your right leg straight, hips squared. And just to start with, trying to keep a straight back. Again, option here, you can have 2 blocks either side of your foot. And just slowly with each exhale, lowering down over the right leg. And then we'll all meet in a forward fold at the top of the mat. Maybe grabbing your elbows and just swaying a little bit side to side. Just taking a moment to get our breath back. Just reset a little bit. Letting your neck hang really heavy. And in a forward fold, if you're struggling to come down, sucking in your core can really, really help. Hinge forward over your hips. And I'm going to repeat on the other side. So this time bringing our right foot back into our high lunge, calming up, hands on your hips, And we'll start with our 10 pulses. And then coming down into your low lunge. Again, just starting with a couple of breaths here. And then hands onto the mat. Inhale forward. Exhale back into your half split. And then 4 more times like this. Next time you're coming forward, hands down and back into your downward dog. Just take 2 breaths here. Inhaling through the nose. And exhale slowly out through the nose. Inhale, left leg comes up, taking the circles with the hip. 5, one way. And then 5 the other way. Inhale, up and back. Exhale, crunch. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bringing the left leg down, right knee down. Inhale up in your low lunge. And on your next exhale, left hand comes down, bending over with your right arm. Inhale back up to center. Exhale to the right. Inhale, coming up, curling the right toes under and up into your high lunge. Coming briefly out into your star and turning the left foot out 90 degrees into your warrior 2. And then inhale, coming back. Right hand onto the right thigh, left arm up. Either gazing forward or up at the ceiling. Coming over into your extended side angle. Either your knee, your elbow to your knee, or hand comes down, left, right hand up straight. And an option here to come straight into your forward fold or up into your pyramid. And this time, instead of meeting in our normal forward fold, we're going to open our legs wide to the long edge of the mat and come into a wide leg forward fold. So try not to collapse too much into the inner arches of your feet. So pressing into the back of your feet. And just allowing your neck and head just to come down. Maybe just placing your right hand down, lifting your left arm up, inhaling up here. Exhale, bring it down. Inhale, left arm down, right arm up. And then maybe just flowing through this, or just staying in your forward fold. You can bend into your knees a little bit, whatever feels right. And then we're going to slowly come back up. From here, we're going to do 10 Cossack lunges. So what we do is just come down into that right hip. Press back up. Exhale, down. Inhale, up. Next time you come down to your left, you can either just stay on your toes, or if it's accessible, keeping the left foot flat. And you can either again come onto the heel of the right foot or keeping your foot flat. And we're just going to hold it here for a few breaths. And then coming onto the left shin. And with our right foot, we're going to turn it out 90 degrees, knee bent. And trying to push the hips towards the long edge of the mat. And we're just going to slowly lunge in and out. Just a couple more like this. And then from here, we're going to come into our gate pose. So making sure your right heel is in line with your left knee. Pulling up through the knee and the thigh. Hips pushing forward. Inhale, bring the arms up. Exhale, hinging to the right. Right hand comes down onto the leg. It's however far down you can go. And just twisting up towards the ceiling. Slowly on your inhale, coming back up. And we're going to come forward with our hands and just slowly pushing back. And then we're going to come out the same way. So we're going to come back up into our squat, into our side lunge. And then we're going to push up and over onto the right. So again, holding here either on your toes or with your full foot pressed down. Coming down onto the shin, left foot turned out 90 degrees, and just doing our lunges in and out. And then coming into our gate, heel in line with the knee. Inhale, arms come up, and exhale, hinging to the left. Chest up, gaze up. And then we're going to come forward and pressing back. And then we're going to bring our knees together. Just come and sit on our knees for a second. Just shake them out a little side to side. And then we'll come onto our bums. And from here, we're going to focus on a little bit of internal rotation. So maybe just with your hands resting behind you. Just going to bring our right knee in. Switch it out. And just keep going, a few more. And this time, we're going to stay starting like this. And we're going to bring the internal knee down. And then we're going to follow through with the right knee coming into your 90 degrees. And then slowly working it the other way. And just a few more like this at your own pace. And next time you come down to your right, we're going to bring this up into our pigeon. So bringing your hands either side of the mat just to help you lift that left leg under, bringing it straight behind you. And for the least amount of stretch, the kind of easier it will be, the closer you bring your right ankle towards that left hip flexor. If you're feeling a bit more open, you can start to bring the foot further away from you. So whilst pigeon's stretching this outer right hip, you want to think about pushing that left hip down onto the mat to really get the most out of the stretch. And maybe coming down onto your forearms. And then inhale, coming back up. I'm going to twist back down onto our bums, bringing it through the other way. And again, bringing the right leg under into your pigeon. Coming down slowly onto your forearms. And then inhale, coming back up. Out onto your bum. This time, just bringing your feet out in front of you, back onto your hands, shaking out the legs. And then just for the last little section of our hip openers, we're going to come into a wide leg seated position. So there's lots of, you can sit on something to help you prop your bum up a little bit, but really you don't want to be stretching out any further than when you can't sit with a straight spine. To begin with, we're going to sort of stir a massive bowl. So we're going to inhale, come forward, and coming back up. And then we're going to stir the other way. And then sitting back upright, we're going to inhale, bring our arms up, and exhale, bring them forward and down. Inhale up, exhale forward and down. Inhale up, exhale forward and down. And just two more. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up, and exhale down. Coming over onto the right, either if you can grab your toes or just placing your hand on your leg. And we're going to bend over with our left, turning up to face the ceiling. And then coming over to the other side. And then coming into the middle. And just for the final release here, we're just going to have a little bit of time to just try and get a bit deeper in this forward fold. With each exhale, just trying to slowly lower a little bit further down. And then slowly coming back up, bringing your legs together, and we'll just shake it out. And coming onto your feet, this time just a little bit more passive side to side. Just releasing here, not trying to stretch too much more. And now we're going to come onto our backs, bringing our right knee in and bringing it over to the left, gazing over the right, just for a nice back stretch after we've released our hips. And bringing it back up through center. Switching out the legs. And then crossing over. Gazing over the left. And bringing your knees into your chest. Giving yourself a hug. Maybe a little rock side to side, massaging the back. And then maybe using your block here, we're gonna come into a supported bridge pose. So if you don't have a block or anything, you can just come into a normal bridge. But what we're gonna do is rising our spine, pushing the hips up, and we're just gonna, where our tailbone is, putting our block underneath just to support us there. And we'll just stay here for a few breaths. And if you're in your normal bridge, you might want to release, just hug your knees into your chest. If you're in the supported bridge and it's feeling really nice, feel free to stay just for a few more breaths. And we'll push our hips up, take the block away, and hug your knees into your chest. And now for your Shavasana, there's a few options. Either you can just rest in your traditional Shavasana, legs out, falling open, shoulders down, arms out to your side. Or if you have a bolster or a block or anything, put this under your hips and just allow your legs to come up into the air. Or you can just do this against a wall or 90 degrees on a chair. Whatever feels nice today. You can change in between, it doesn't matter. Just allow your body to feel comfy and heavy and just resting. And just for the next few breaths, just bring your attention back to your breathing. And then now I'm just going to take you through a small guided relaxation just to end our practice whilst you're in your Shavasana. So I want you to just bring your attention to your third eye, the space between your eyebrows. Just breathe into this space, feeling it relax. Any tension just disappear. Next, into your left eye and the left eyebrow, and your cheekbone, the left ear, the left jaw, and the right eye, right eyebrow, the right cheekbone, the right ear, right jaw, and the front of your neck, left collarbone, front of the left shoulder, front of the left arm, the palm of your left hand, the thumb, second finger, third finger, fourth finger, and the little finger, the back of your left hand, feeling it sink heavy into the floor. And then bring your attention to the back of the left arm, the left elbow, and the back of the left shoulder, and coming across to the back of the right shoulder, back of the right arm, right elbow, back of the right hand, the little finger, fourth finger, third finger, second finger, and your thumb, palm of the right hand, front of the right arm, front of the right shoulder, and the right collarbone, and your chest, down into the stomach, the belly, coming into the left hip. All that work we've done today, breathing into it, giving it a bit of love. In the front, the left thigh, left knee, front of the left shin, your little toe, fourth toe, third toe, second toe, and the big toe, and the sole of the left foot, and the back, the left leg, the left bum cheek, and the right bum cheek, back of the right leg, sole of the right foot, the big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, the little toe, top of the right foot, the right knee, front of the right thigh, and the right hip. And now bring your attention to the bottom of your spine, your tailbone, and just slowly feeling each vertebrae relax. Bring your attention up through the middle of your back, and then up between the shoulders to the bottom of the neck, and slowly from the bottom of the neck up the back of the head. And then all at once, feeling the whole left side of your body, and then all the right side of your body, and then the front of your body, and the back of your body, and then all your body at once. And now just stay with your breath for as long as feels right. And I'll leave you here to come up slowly whenever you're ready. Thank you for practicing. Namaste.